All right. All right. So I've started recording now. Please mute your mic, Ma Uzoma. Please mute your mic so it will not disrupt our recording. Let me mute her myself. All right. So Master Maris, confirm that you can see my screen.
Yes.
Beautiful. So let's go on. So you, this class is for you if you have an experience, and I believe you do. All right. You know something valuable is inside of you, but you don't know how to structure it. This class is for you. If you are ready to put in the work and not just to hear or watch other people, then this class is for you. If you want to create passive income, you want to make impact, and you want to build legacy, something that will outlive you, then you are in the right place. If you want to invest in yourself, then get ready for clarity that will give you the guide to take your first step. All right. Having said that, this class is not for anyone who just wants shortcut or quick fix. This is not a Ponzi scheme masterclass. This is real business. All right. Because content-based business is real work. All right. So having said that, let's dive right in. For the purpose of those who don't know me before, my name is Jennifer Bumneke John. That is my official name. But on social media, you will see me as Jenny John Dimo Agede on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, all right, and Instagram. I'm the founder of Content Blog Writing Agency. It's a registered company, and so far we have done over 80 plus paid projects across 8 countries. I had to put that paid project so that you know it's real business we are up for here. All right. So, and that was simply from realizing that I had a skill that I could monetize, and that skill is writing. And I took the first step to begin to, tell one or two people, if you want to share your story, if you want to write a book, I could help. After I wrote my first 2 books, I just dawned on me that if I could do this, I could help other people. And that is what I want you to get tonight. Let it dawn on you. Something you have that is valuable, that can solve other people's problem, and you have been sitting on it. That is how you engineer an empire. That is how you build an agency. That is how you build a business. Okay. So I am International Labor Organization certified trainer with women in digital business, and that is endorsed by Microsoft. All right. I'm the lead mentor of Unleash Our Mentorship Program, which I'll be telling you later at the end of this class. And then if you know Women Ascension, I am one of the mentors in Women Ascension. Okay. Now, just a quick educational background, as I will be telling you during the class what I have done with all this knowledge and this area of expertise. I will tell you what I have done with my NCE knowledge as a teacher, as an educator. 1 or 2 examples. All right. I will tell you 1 or 2 examples of what I have turned my knowledge of, having BSc in mathematics statistics. All right. And then I'm a master student studying statistics. I'm a certified data analyst with special interest in business intelligence. Okay. And I always like to add this to my credential. I'm a wife and mother of 4. As you can hear my little 1-year-old crying there. All right. So I want you to know that I did not build authority in one day. As a matter of fact, I'm just starting. All right. But it has been from word to word, book to book, client to client. Everything I'm going to be sharing with you is what I am living. All right. It is what I am living. And I will start by letting you know that results I am a result-driven person. That is what gives me satisfaction. Is at the end of this class, I want to hear, this is where I was and this is where I am now. This is what I was struggling with and this is the clarity I have now. Just like Mrs. Adenike, she's one of us on the platform. I'm not sure if she's on this call, all right, but she's in the WhatsApp group. After almost 30 years of being in the educational sector, she have always wanted to document her knowledge. She will keep on saying, I will do it, I will do it. And that I will never came until a few months ago, early in May, when I launched my first book collection on writing. And then we had a class before that time. In that one class, she had the clarity of how exactly she can document her knowledge of all her experiences, from being a class teacher to being head of school, to being, an administrator in the school, to consulting for other schools and training teachers. Finally, she had words and roadmap of how to document that. And in 2 days, she wrote her first book and 4 other manuscripts. We published our first book at her 50th birthday in May 18th. These are real results. So I'm just going to tell you 2 people just to encourage you to be open. Don't feel like, where do I start from? Then the second example I'm going to give you is G Mama. That's how I call her, Mama Maureen Ifoma. I think she's on this call. I heard her voice earlier. She is currently 73. So I don't think we have too many people who are of her age on this call. So in case you feel like, okay, you are in your 40s, you're in your 50s, you're in your 60s, or probably, in your 70s like her, and you're feeling like there is no time, or what can I do now, or where do I start from? She wrote her first book at her 70s, published. Now she is coaching as one who helps mature Christian women who have gone through rejection, one hurt or the other from relationship, and they want to document their story of healing and all of that, because she thrived as a woman who, thrived through being a single parent after she felt like her dream was shattered, as one who was at the climax of her career as a banker. And she shares this story so confidently. You can check her on LinkedIn. She is the author of From Shattered Dreams to Stronger Wings. You can buy it on Seller. You can buy it on Amazon. One session, a moment like this, gave her the clarity and the courage to begin to birth her ideas, share her stories, and she is gradually, even in her 70s, living trademark of her journey, so that when she is gone, of course, none of us is going to live here forever. We can trace back her footprint in the content she has created. All right. So having said that, I want to ask you a few questions that you may not have answer to right now. But before the end of this class, if truly I will do justice to my promise to you, then before the end of this class, you should have answers to this question. Question number 1 is, can you tell me who you serve? Can you tell me who you serve? And what specific problem can you solve for that person? Can you, in 3 or 5 minutes, summarize your story? All right? And how you think that can be useful to somebody? Whether it is your story doing business, or your story climbing the ladder of your career, or your story, through your professional, academic pursuits and growth, all right? And whatever is the angle of the story, whether it's your story in parenting, just like Coach IJ, all right? A mother of 4, that was all she had. I hope you can still hear me.
Yes.
Okay. Please, the person who is muted should kindly mute her mic. All right. And then, oh my God, who is that, please?
Good evening.
Mute your mic. All right. So sorry about that, please. Let's keep our mic muted if there's any challenge, I am looking at my phone at interval. Please drop your WhatsApp message. Okay? And if there's any challenge, let me delegate one person to do that for us. Master Maris, are you on call?
Yes, I'm here.
Beautiful. If there is any challenge and you need to call my attention urgently, please unmute and say it. All right. So every other person, please don't unmute so that we can control noise in the replay of this class. All right. So that when you are listening to the replay, it will not be, noisy and cracky and quite uninteresting. Please. Thank you very much. I honestly appreciate your cooperation. All right. So back to my slide. I said, if you can tell for yourself, who is that person you serve, as specific as possible. What is the problem you can solve? The problem you can solve with your story, with your skill, with your experience, with your expertise. Who can you help with that? All right. What is that one thing you can build? Okay. What has been keeping you invisible? Because I'm going to show you the traps, especially for we women. Some of the things that will keep you saying I will, and never will, and then time will be going, and then you'll be looking at other people and making comparison and feeling like you are behind. Because that is where this matter will have to start, so that we can do the mental work very quickly. Because if I hand you over how to write your book tonight and I don't handle that, you will still not do anything with what I'm going to teach you. So in case you don't already have all the answer to the question I just listed now, or the questions you can see on your screen, don't worry. That is exactly why we are on this call, so that I can help you to understand how to answer it. Good. So let's go. Now, I don't want to talk more about this result anymore. I've already given you 2 examples. All right. But Coach Janet launching her first book. It was her first time. I think that was June. Yes, last month. Her first time launching her book. She printed 100 copies and she sold out that 100 copies on call, on launch. That is besides sponsorship of multiple 6 figures. All right. So you can look at the screen. All the results I have listed here, they are real people, and all of them are on the platform. If I call Coach Janet, if I call Mama Maureen, if I call Mrs. Ako, if I call Mrs. Adenike, these are not generic people. These are not case study. It's not AI case study. These are women who didn't know what to do next, and clarity session like this made the way. So let's continue. Now, these are the things we are going to cover. I want you to get your pen and paper now. It's getting serious. All right. First, I want us to look at why experts, especially women, stay stuck. While we are talking about that, you'll be able to identify what could be keeping you stuck, or why you have not done that thing you said you would do. Then secondly, we will look at authority content framework. All right. How to build content-based business that will position you as an authority. When you present what you have, the person who is listening to you will know that you know what you are talking about. Okay? Because ebooks is one of the simplest digital products you can create practically in minutes. I'm going to show you how you can move from ebook to business pipeline. And then 4, we will look at clarity and identity shift, all right, where I will actually pull out your responses in the form you submitted, all right, all the categories from I don't know what to do to this and that. I'll put in the category one after the other, and I'll give you prompts that you will use to have that problem solved here on this call. If you have your ChatGPT or Claude or Google Gemini open. Okay, so, and I will show you lastly your first digital product move. So let's go to the first point. The first point is why most women stay trapped. I want you to identify what is stopping you now. The first trap is identity trap, where you are doubting yourself, imposter syndrome, second guessing yourself. You are feeling like, what do I know? All right. The second trap is the fear trap. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of uncertainty. What will people say? You know. Then the third trap is the action trap, where you just keep planning and planning, planning and planning, and saying you will and never, you keep on coming back to you will. How will you identify each of these traps? Number one, identity trap comes in form of, who am I to teach this? Where you want to measure your capacity or your ability by your credential. Forget the fact that I told you I'm a master's student and I have BSc in mathematics physics, in mathematics statistics. When I started Content Blog Writing Agency, what I had was my NCA. And to be sincere with you, if you look at all the books I have written in the time past, I'm an author of over 20 published books. I don't want to talk about my books on this call tonight. But academic qualification have never been a thing that, make me confident or less confident, as important as it is. Of course, you see that I'm also a student, all right? But some people will feeling like, what do I know? Maybe if I had PhD or if I had certificate on this, I didn't start content writing agency because I studied English in school, or I have a Harvard certificate in book editing or such thing. You understand? So take that off your mind. Now, another thing is, if you are feeling like everybody already knows what you want to share or what you know, you have commonized your knowledge. You are feeling like, who doesn't know how to cook? Okay, what are you saying? Who doesn't know how to do that? Who doesn't know? And because you feel like, since this thing is natural to you, everybody does that. That is not true, my sister. Everybody doesn't know what you know. Thirdly, if you feel that your story is common, okay, is it single parenting, single motherhood? Is that a new thing? It's everywhere. My dear, we may have different single mothers everywhere, but your story is unique, and you have to, give yourself that permission to embrace your authenticity and your uniqueness. Don't tell me that, how can I start parenting coaching now? There are parenting coach everywhere. My sister, we have billions of people in the world, and we don't have enough hands to coach them. So there is enough space. Right now, I am not in competition with anybody. Even yesterday, sister was talking to me how she wants to start her own writing agency. I say, why not? I will teach you. I will show you exactly how you can start your own writing agency. I will give you contact, how you will process ISBN copyright. My sister, you're not my competitor. We have millions of people in the world who needs to get their story out. We need more hands in doing the work. All right? So don't feel like your what you want to do is common. All right? Don't feel like your idea is not valid. All of those things put together, they are identity trap. So what are you going to do about that to get out of that tonight? Write 3 results you can produce. And I want you to understand that your story is custom made. No matter how many people have that kind of story. If I start telling you my story now, you will know that Jenny, there is no second Jenny anywhere in the world. And that applies to you. All right? So nobody has lived exactly what you have lived. Your angle is original to you. This is deliverance for somebody. So don't think everybody knows what you know, so you don't have anything to say. Trap number 2 is the fear trap. And this one is very subtle. Where you'll be thinking, what will people think now? What if I fail publicly? What if I start and I don't continue? What if I launch this thing and nobody buy it? Why not launch it first? Let it be that you launched it and nobody bought it. And then you go back to the drawing board and find out what is the reason why it didn't work. We strategize and come again. Will you not rather try than not try? All right? So, or where you want to figure out everything that is ahead, or where you just keep preparing and preparing. Meanwhile, it is just fear in disguise, and you are thinking you are being wise or being strategic. And what are you going to do to get out of that tonight? Name the fear. Write it down, and it will just lose its power. Ask, what is the worst realistic outcome? If it's in Nigeria, we'll say pata pata. That is the worst thing that can happen. Let it be that I launched the product and it didn't sell. But you launched it and then you relaunch it. So take one visible step today. Today, it can be this night. It can be, let it not pass this week. It doesn't have to be perfect. I will tell you my first step. The first step I took when I made up my mind that I have something to offer to my world was to create a WhatsApp group and name this Way Modern Mom Impact, where I will inspire women who want to be all that they are designed to be at their best as co-creators, and raise children that they will replicate the same in them. I created that WhatsApp group and sent invites to all my friends, all my sisters, starting from my fellow minstrels in choir, because I'm a worship minister. I sent it, and that was how that WhatsApp started. And today, the Way Modern Mom Impact is still thriving. And everything I am doing today, from content plug agency to the educational consult to all the multiple brands I am building now by the mercies of God, sprung up from that one WhatsApp group I created one day in 2020 when I made up my mind to start. So maybe creating that WhatsApp group may be your first step. Create the WhatsApp group and start inviting the people you think you have solution to their problem. And say, I've just created this WhatsApp group. This WhatsApp group is about this. I will help you with this. If you are interested in, join. And that is it. As simple as that. That's not complex. Now, trap number 3 is the action trap, where you keep planning and you don't start. And you feel like you are being a strategist. Meanwhile, you are just not taking action. So please, I want you to be done with all of that as we go into solving the problem tonight. Now, the second phase, the authority content framework. As I begin this now, I want you to type in the chat room on WhatsApp, which of the 3 traps I mentioned got you? Is it the fear trap, the identity trap, or the action trap? Type. If I see 3 responses, I will continue to section 2. Which of the trap? Fear trap, action trap, identity trap. Okay, somebody said action trap. 5 responses and we continue. What have been stopping you? Okay. Hey, somebody said the 3 of them. So you've been afraid, you've been overanalyzing it, and you've been unsure of what you have to offer. No problem. Do what I said tonight and be done with it for life. Take that one action. Please, Mazuka, if it is a WhatsApp group you need to create to start building your audience, save my number, Jenny, and use me to create that WhatsApp group this night as we are on this call like this. I want you to break that thing, break that trap, break it, like this. Create the WhatsApp group where you will begin to build your audience. All right? From tomorrow, you start sending invite to people. All right? That is the person who is talking about life coach. Now, I'm going to bring you on call after this session now to help you clarify that. Because when you say you are a life coach, it doesn't really make a lot of sense because it is not defined. All right? I want to know what exactly you mean by life coach, who you want to coach their life, because that is very broad. And one of the things you need to get right if you want to build, all right, is positioning. When you have a generic name or a broad name, or you want to serve everybody, you end up not serving anybody, because we all gravitate towards specialists. Okay. Oh my God. Somebody said you want me to teach her how to create WhatsApp group. That is serious. All right, no problem. So let's continue now. I've gotten more than 5 responses actually. So now we are going into authority content framework. How you can turn your story, your skill, your knowledge, your expertise into scalable digital assets. That is exactly the reason for this class. All right, good. And this is it. I'm going to stay on this slide for a long time. Please be patient with me as you write down. I wish I could put everything I'm going to say now in text, but I just decided to put it in highlight like this so that I can take more time to explain. Now, number one, if you want to build a content-based business, if you want to turn your story, your skill, your expertise, your knowledge into digital product and services, the first step is identify a problem. Somebody type it in the chat on WhatsApp. Identify a problem. The first thing to creating products and services is problem identification. What is it that you have identified that is a problem? I will give you 2 examples using my own experience. Now, the first offer I ever sold online was a WhatsApp class on early childhood development. Early childhood development, all right? And that was from my knowledge, studying about early childhood. Of course, I'm an educator, but as a mother, I wanted to know early childhood development so that I will know the formative years of my children and the different milestones they cross, so that I can give them a solid foundation. And after much study, I was like, why not share this? It's giving me results. I started running homeschool in my home during COVID-19, and I was teaching children to read fluently as early as 4 years. When I mean reading fluently, I don't mean Queen Primer 1 and Queen Primer 2, I go up, I go. Even when they're not looking at the book, they are still going up. All right, that is not the kind of reading I'm talking about. I mean fluent reading. If I call my 5-year-old now and I give her any book, Bible, any book, even if it is adult inspirational books, she will read it. All right, so I created that course to teach young moms how they can maximize their children's formative years and teach them the 12 fundamental skills that they need to build a strong foundation, beginning from play skills to self-care skills to social skills to sensory processing skills to hand control, the fine motors, the gross motors, and all of that. For those of us who did education, the cognitive domain, the affective domain, and the psychomotor domain. I grouped the 12 skills, 4 in each of those domains. And that was the first WhatsApp class I ever had. I sold that thing for 4,000 naira. And after that, I started a membership group where I was helping young moms like me to be accountable to engaging their little ones, in play, teaching them early literacy and numeracy. That was the problem I identified. That women, especially mothers in particular, wanted to, wants to build a strong foundation for their children. And some of them don't know how. So my question to you, write it in your book. What problem have you identified? When I started writing agency, content blog, I didn't just say, I want to start content blog. I identified a problem. And the problem is that people want to write their story. They want to voice their story. They want to put their story in a book, but they don't know how to write. Since I know how to write, let me lend them my time to write for them. Okay, some don't know how to write. Let me lend my skills. Some know how to write. They don't have time. Let me lend them my time. And that was the problem. That being said, I'm moving to the next one because of time. People is who have the problem. Who has the problem? One person. Let's use one person. Who is the person? One person you can identify that has the problem you have identified. Type it in the chat. Identify the people. Preferably, you can say the person or the audience, whatever word resonates with you. Identify the people, that perfect persona of who is the person who needs the problem, who has the problem you have identified. Because if you don't identify the people, you will not be able to sell. I hope you are still with me. I'm not seeing anybody typing, identify the people in the chat. Confirm you can still hear me. Yes, identify the audience. Perfect. Beautiful. So you won't be saying, I'm a life coach to everybody, or I'm a this to everybody, or I'm a that to everybody. Now, if you are serving everybody, you are serving nobody. After this, I am going to call someone, let us use another person to do the practical. Number 3 is place. Identify the place. The question to answer is, where can I find the people that have the problem I have identified? You can write it down in your book. I have identified the problem. I know the people that have this kind of problem. Where can I find these people that have the problem I have identified? Write it down. I want to see chats in the comment in the WhatsApp group. Where can I find the people that have the problem I have identified? I want to see it. Type like 3 people. Where can I find the people that have the problem I have identified? Good. That is the place. The place. The place. It can start from WhatsApp groups you belong to. There is nobody on this call that don't belong to at least 3 WhatsApp groups. Let me not say more, because I belong to more than 50. All right. Maybe I even have up to 50 groups myself. Okay. So beautiful. So it could be WhatsApp group. Check. Where am I likely to find these people more? Are they on Facebook pages? Are they on TikTok? Are they on Instagram? Are they on LinkedIn? And it depends on the model of business you are doing. We have different kinds of business. Major ones are B2B and B2C. B2C is business to customers or consumers, where you are serving the direct consumers. All right. While B2B is business to business, where you are serving on a larger scale. Maybe, like, for instance, as an agency, I am now doing projects with another agency. Of course, I do that. Other agencies who are into other angles of content creation and content writing, book and publishing. Sometimes I have partnership whereby another agency will get the contract. They will come to Content Plug agency for us to do the ghostwriting part of the work. After we deliver the manuscript, then the partner now takes it up to print it and all of that. That is business to business, kind of agency or enterprise. All right. While business to customer or consumer, that is B2C, is when you are serving the direct consumer. All right. Just like life coaching now. All right. Say you want to coach somebody, it is business to customer. All right. Beautiful. So having said that, the next step is plan. Plan. So now you have identified the problem and the people and where you can find them. How are you going to solve the problem? Let me give you an example. So when I identified the problem of mothers who want to, help their children maximize their formative years, I had a plan. And the plan I came up with was to create resources, which I still do. All right. I created resources I use for my own children, resources I use for my homeschool, for other people's children. I packaged it and bundled them. All right. So how, if you feel like, okay, you want to coach people who have low self-esteem, for instance, how are you going to do that? What is your strategy? Okay, these are the things you think about. I'm not saying you have it all figured out now, okay? But I want you to know that this is what you need to know, figure out. All right. So if you say, okay, you want to help people to gain financial education, those who are doing 9-to-5 job and they have, believed this lie that if you are doing 9-to-5 job, you can never be free. So because of that, they have poor financial habits. They are not saving, let alone investing. And now you want to break that table by letting them know that you can actually be a salary earner and still build towards financial freedom. How are you going to go about it? What's your plan? What is the mind shift and reprogramming you need to bring into place? What are the tools you will need? What are the systems you will create around your offering for you to be able to achieve the transformation you are promising? And that brings us to the 5th one, which is products. What are you going to create? Are you going to solve that problem by creating an ebook? Are you going to solve that problem by creating an online course? Are you going to solve the problem by creating a coaching program? Are you going to solve the problem by creating an accountability group? For example, if the problem is a problem of action, and these people already know what they need to do, but they need somebody who will push them, who will hold them accountable, who will be at their door knocking every day, just like we do in Unleash Our Mentorship Program. Once you have signed in for Unleash Our Mentorship Program, you have relinquished your right to your privacy. I will not let you rest. My PA will not let you rest. Anything I say on the platform, she will bring it to your DM. I will call you. She will call you. I will call the group, everybody, including your partner, your accountability partner, head in the group will call you. You just have to, take action. So if that is the problem, that means it is accountability group you need to build. Now, if it is a problem of growing together, that means you need to build a membership community whereby people see being a community of like-minded people, everybody is doing something. For example, now, say all of us now makes up our mind that we want to build content-based business. And after this call now, I tell you about Unleash Our Mentorship Program, and you say yes. When you come to that community, that is a membership, a kind of membership community, even though it is evidence result driven. It's not generic membership that will just be going no end. We have it in cohorts, 3 months, 6 months, 1 month. All right. So, but there you will be seeing other people doing what they said they will do, posting, launching the offer, scheduling the book launch. All right, opening registration for the coaching program. So if it is low energy, that is the problem you have identified, then you need to build a community like that will keep everybody on their toes. When this person see that his fellow is doing what he or she said is going to do, the other person will sit up and also start, from somewhere. Now, the price. This price is very important because if you design a product and you underprice it, the people you design it for will devalue it. They will lose confidence. They won't be sure that this thing is what you say it is that will really solve my problem. I'm telling you the honest truth. The same thing if you overprice it. If you overprice it, the people you designed it for will not be able to afford it. I keep on telling my people who are currently in a Unleash Our Mentorship Program. I said, it's not as if I don't know what to charge Unleash Our Mentorship Program, because to commit my months to you, it's not because I don't have what to do or I want to fill my space. Because if money is the first goal, I will not choose mentorship. Doing ghostwriting, book editing pays me more than what I am doing now. That is why I stopped coaching and mentoring for a while, especially when I was doing my degree program and early part of this year. I just restarted it. All right. So I can sit down and in few minutes, let me not use minutes so that you will not think I'm joking, because if you are not into it, you will not know how fast you can deliver on certain projects, depending on your skill, expertise, and how you have mastered your workflow. Something I can do in few minutes or in 1 day or in 1 week. I have people here I've worked with on their books. I have delivered a project in 7 days from the first call to delivering that book to the client. Ghostwriting project in 7 days. And it was in multiple six figures. Now, if I want to coach you for 3 months or 6 months or 1 month, I'll be talking every day. When I finish teaching you, you will come back and tell me you did not understand, like I was telling them this morning. Don't be ashamed. If you join my mentorship program and after teaching you something you don't understand, don't worry. Come back. I will tell you again. It's work. It's real work. So I tell them, if I price the work I am putting into mentorship, if I price it, you won't be able to get in and it will not profit me. It will make no sense. 2 days ago, a friend recommended Content Plug that, if you want to write your book and all of that, I know somebody who can, help you write it in your voice. And you'll be wondering how she picked your mind. And the woman contacted us. We put her on call. Few minutes, I've already told her our workflow. This is what we'll do. If you say yes in next week, next tomorrow now, on Wednesday, is our interview, proper interview to begin the project. All right. On Wednesday, we can book you for a call, blah, blah, blah. To cut the long story short, how much is it? 500K. Okay. Please, can you give me this discount? I have a lot of things on my table. All right, we are giving you discount of 100K. Okay, we are paying 400K. You are paying upfront for this percentage while or still on call. I've gotten a lot. Is that not simple? Very simple. Than coming to talk for hours and you come back and say you don't understand, I'll repeat myself. And in less than, I just give length of time for formality and then to allow me time to, be giving attention to every other thing I'm doing. I have little children, I'm going to school, I'm in ministry and all of that. Left for that, I can deliver that project in 1 week. If I want to finish it in 3 days, I'll finish it. So is it not peaceful to be doing work that can pay me 7-figure in 1 week at comfort of my home, pressing my phone or keeping my laptop while lying down on the bed, than policing you every day for 1 month or 3 months to get you to do what you say you will do? It's real work. But if I want to price it based on the work involved, you won't be able to sign up. So these are the things you consider. So note these 5 P's: problem, people, place, plan, product, price. We move. Good. Now, I don't want to dwell here, but I don't want to skip it so that you won't feel like you missed something, because I almost wanted to skip it now. But since I put it in my slide, let me touch on it very quickly. Now, this is the STARK framework for building authority through content. All right? Your story is priceless. I've already told you that. Your story is original story to you, no matter how you feel is similar or whatever. And it's a very powerful marketing asset, because that is how other people connect to you. All right. So after this class, you may not remember all the definitions I gave. That is if I actually started defining things. But you may remember one story or the other I told. Maybe, about being a mother of young children and all of that, or how I started Content Blog, or how I've been working with clients. You may remember 1 or 2 stories, and it may be this story and this authenticity and openness that will be what will make you feel like, okay, I think I want to do something further with Jenny. So don't joke with your story. Then the T is teaching. Turn what you know into content that educates. All right. So after we have told all the story, what are the lessons in it? What can we pick out of it? Then the A there in the stack is authority. All right. And when I mean credential, I really don't necessarily mean certificate. Of course, that is good. I am getting them. I have certificates. I'm going to give you my CV. And why I'm going to drop that CV on the platform is to help you to actually know how to put out your abilities in a way that communicates clarity and authority. Okay, please, anybody who is in the ongoing Unleash Our Mentorship program and you're on this call, please go to our platform. I gave it to us last week. Kindly scroll, find my CV and forward it to this WhatsApp group. All right, good. So let's continue. Then consistency. That CV is not current. I did it last in February, but it's to give you a template. All right. A lot of things have happened from February till now. It's not updated, but at least it will give you a template of how you can, clarify your skills, your abilities, your credentials, your years of experience, and make it to speak authority. All right. And I specifically designed that for LinkedIn. So if you are somebody who wants to build on a professional platform like LinkedIn, then I'm giving you templates. Just upload my CV on open my CV and open your own CV, put them side by side and begin to align it. See, okay, this is what is here, this is what I need to do, and all of that. See how I organize my own. All right. So having said that, consistency is how you define it. If you are the kind of person who have the time to post 6 times a day, go ahead. I don't have that time. I can't tell you I'm posting 6 times a day. I can't tell you I'm posting 3 times a day. I can't even tell you that I am posting every day. My dear, nobody is holding rope on my neck. I do what works for me per time. So when you define your consistency, follow it. Let people know that you are in for this and they can be sure that you will show up. For me to go ahead to hold this class this evening is consistency for me. That is consistency for me. Ask my people who have known me for years. I can't remember. Maybe they have been, but I can't remember right now where I rescheduled a class. Like I tell you, we are having a class and you are waiting, I'm building anticipation, I'm promising you. Then when you're supposed to log in, I will tell you the class is not holding. No. As much as it depends on me, I don't do that. For me, that is my definition of consistency. All right? So kinship is let your personality, your faith, your values, let it breathe authority. That is what make people to feel connected to you. Last weekend or so, one of my students was asking me, why is it that somebody will meet you today and suddenly you and that person is chatting as if you have known yourself for years? The simple answer is that I am authentic about what I do. And when you know somebody, is true to you, you don't have anything to hide. You dare to be vulnerable. We are moving to the next phase. I want you to type in the chat room which of the points stood out for you. In the 6 P's, which of the points stood out for you? As we move to the next phase, we still have 2 more. I need you to stay put, don't shift, because I'm going to bring you in the mirror. Okay, before we move to this point, I'm going to call Coach Azuka. I want you to come on board. Who is doing that? Oh my God. Master Emaris, I am making you a group admin. How come I didn't even make group admin and my head have been full? I'm making you a group admin right away to delete that post somebody posted now in that group about airtime. Delete it immediately. All right. So while I'm looking out to see what stood out for you, if I get 3 responses, we'll move on to the next session. So, Mazuka, you can unmute now and introduce yourself again. Let's see if what you have learned now have made a difference. Can you introduce yourself again?
Okay. Good evening, all. My
Good.
name is Coach Zuki. I help ages 25 to 40 to regain clarity, reinvent themselves, and turn their knowledge, experience into impact and income.
Hi. Can somebody clap in this place? Please give her digital hands. You see, that's not what she said before. Is it making sense now? Now you want to listen. Because when you say, beautiful. So can you tell us what has changed? What has changed?
Okay. Number one, let me just be honest with you. This is just me being vulnerable. This, I don't know what happened, but when I saw your advert, I don't know. Your spirit, I just clicked with your spirit. I don't normally go for these trainings, but I just saw it. I say, I don't know what happened. And coming to this class, the first time the issue started, the first thing that I told my daughter is devil is a liar. This lady that I don't know, that my spirit just connected, I want to listen to her. I don't know what's happening. And I started listening. I just got that conviction because I've attended some classes, but the way you are taking it is as if I'm just starting my journey. Honestly, it's as if I'm just starting my journey today. It's so clear. Look at this authority content framework. I've never understood it like that. To identify the problem, who has the problem, because all this while I've been like, I don't even know what I was doing. It's this night that I'm getting a clear picture of what I have to do. You understand me? And somehow
Yes,
I don't know
ma.
where I'm beginning to pick the confidence because I wrote it there that the three, as you just explained it, I said, okay, it's the three self that is even my problem.
Mm,
Do you understand? But now
yeah.
I'm getting how to tackle them one by one. My book is already full, self.
Oh my
So
God. This
I'm
is
I'm
it.
I'm really, really very grateful, and I can't wait to join that mentorship program so that I can become better. Honestly, I, I'm with you all the way. Please.
Wow, that's interesting. This is
Um,
it. This is it. You see? Thank you
yeah,
very much, Ma, for sharing. Beautiful. You see how she introduced herself now? She knows the people, the problem, the people, very specific. That's that's when you say it, somebody will know, this is for me or this is not for me.
yeah.
So all right, thank you very much, Ma. I'm going to call you
Okay,
again. All right, you
okay,
can
ma'am.
mute. All right.
Okay,
So when I tell people, like when I launched Unleash Mentorship Program, you know, don't mind me, but it may not make much sense to everybody, but I believe it's something worth saying. Now, I have been, like I said, mentorship is work. If I'm looking for what gives me money easily, I won't do mentorship. I won't do what I'm doing now because it's a lot of work while using my skill, to just serve my clients. It's easier for me. All right. So now I had a dream where I was calling a friend, a childhood friend we have not spoken for a long time. And when I called her, she was screaming. I said, "What is the problem?" She said she was in labor. You know, that active labor where you just know that you are in for it. You have to push if life could be assured. Holding back is not optional. All right. So if you are a mom, you know what I'm talking about. You cannot but prevail. All right. So I started praying for her. I started making declaration. I started, just speaking God's word, declaring, and encouraging her. And that was it. She bettered that child. So I before that time, this thing was just happened a few weeks ago, actually. Before that time, women who have been in my community, they always hear me say that I feel called to help women birth peoples. That is exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing now. If you know you have something to birth and you are ready to push, I will hold the space for you to birth that greatness. All right. So when I do what I do, you know, I do it from my heart. And because of that, you know, sincerity before God, that honestly, this is not convenient. All right. This is not convenient, but for the higher benefit, which is the joy I have right now, hearing this feedback alone. This class is a success. I know that all of us have already learned something. All right. So this is it for me. In fact, if we summarize this class here, I'm just halfway in my presentation. But if we end here, this class has been a fruitful one. That is it. All right. So, but we have a little more ground to cover. Okay. So let's go to this part. I told you that ebooks is the simplest digital product you could create, and you can do that in minutes. This past week alone, I have written 5 books and 50 resources, 50 coaching resources, and 5 full books. So, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. Now, number 1, manuscript. I'm going to run through this very, very fast. I want to make it very practical. Let's say, for instance, Mama Tochi Boniface, who is a PhD holder or student, and she is studying educational psychology. Let's say she wants to write an ebook, for instance. What she will do right now is open ChatGPT or Cloud or Google Gemini, and you can do the same. Everybody, I'm talking to everybody. I'm just using her as an example. You come to AI, either of these three things, and ask, I am an educational psychologist. I have so number of years experience in educational psychology. Can you tell me 10? Let's use 10 so that you can have a lot of options. And I want her to actually do it here on this call. You can do it and even share it on the platform. 10 SEO ideas that I can create ebook on immediately. That SEO. Chineye, please, I want you to type what I just said very fast and paste it on the platform. That is a prompt. All right. So you are saying, I am an educational psychologist. Give me top 10 search engine optimized ideas around my expertise that people are currently searching for. Why you have to put that SEO, which means search engine optimized, is that I don't want you to create something that people are not ready to buy. Don't just wake up one morning and you feel like creating something and you don't care whether anybody wants to buy it or not. Don't waste your time. So that is why you need to know that people are already searching for this thing. So you can use the right keywords that the people you are creating the product for are already searching for online. So that when you bring your product and they are searching for the solution to that problem you have solved in your product, your own can show up. If you payment received in if you solve a problem and you put it in a book that it is not delivering on the name. For example, clients have come to me many times and I tell them, no, we can't use the name of this your book. Or I tell them, okay, the name of your book is fine, but the content does not deliver on the name of the book. All right. If you go to my Facebook page, you can see some testimonials like that, where client was like, I thought I've written my best, and you are now seeing that, okay, the content does not deliver on the name of the book, or the name of the book is not delivering on the content. You need to verify that. That is why I say put SEO. I have not seen it typed on the platform. Once you do that, you will get ideas. You will now see what people are searching for. The same thing with somebody who did mass communication. Let me give you an example. Type in your AI, my name is this. I am a graduate of mass communication. I want you to start by, because one of the things I've noticed that many of us have expertise, we have degree in one thing or the other, but we are not conscious of the skill that comes with going through school and studying that course. Oh my God, how do I say it for you to understand? Let's do it practical. That person who did mass communication, Mass Sophia, can you type on ChatGPT or Cloud or Google Gemini, or even on Chrome, in case you have not, signed in for any of these two? Can you type in what are the skill sets of someone who studies mass communication? By that, I mean, if I actually did education in mathematics, physics, what should be skills that are common to me? Problem solving, analytical thinking. Just begin to think like that. All right. Oh, if I am an educational psychologist, what are the skill sets an educational psychologist should have? Oh, I'm a law graduate. So what are the skill sets of a law graduate? Logical reasoning. You will see long lists. Then you will now begin to become conscious of your skills that you have, that you don't know you have. And because you are not conscious of those skills, you are not using them. Let me leave that place. That is why you need to see my CV. Maybe if you see my skills and my experiences, and you are able to marry them, you'll be able to think the skills you have that you are not self-aware that you have by the reason of your experiences, your exposure, your knowledge, your 4 years or 5 years or 10 years schooling, if you're already up to PhD level. That is the first point where you get out your manuscript. Now, once you do that and you ask what are the 10 or 5 top ideas I can write about, I can write digital product ebook about in this, from this angle, considering my niche. Beautiful. Beautiful. Someone who studied mass communication develops a broad set of communication, all right, set of communication, media, creative, people skills, and all of that. So the person has writing and editing skill, news writing, article, script writing, copywriting, proofreading. The person have public speaking skills and presentation. You see that? You see that? Who is making call? Please drop the call. Beautiful. You see that? So now, if you check the skill set you are supposed to have as someone who studied what you said you studied, and you don't match very well with it, all you need to do is not to be discouraged, is to up your game. So when I was going for mathematics statistics as my bachelor's degree, I already know the skill set I want to acquire. It wasn't about getting certificates. And let me give you quick examples of what I've been able to do with it. All right. So now let me start with my NCE. With my education, I used it to create learning resources, very practical instructional material for my children, and I package it and started selling it to other moms. And now I use my skills I acquired as one who went to College of Education, and now use it to consult for schools. Earlier this year, I did a project for a school where I gathered all learning resources I have created, both the ones that are custom made, the resources I use in teaching my children, running my homeschool when I was doing it, the ones I sourced for, videos, class by class, pre-K1, first and second, I arranged everything, sourced for charts, created some myself, created policy, school policy, and what's the word now? Broadened the school vision, mission, core values, then outlined everybody's role, just gave them structure so that the school can run without the proprietor, putting eye every minute. When you have a structure that you get, that, is being implemented, and you have a feedback loop, you will be able to track progress. I started and delivered that project in 7 days. 1 week, I went to the school, trained the teachers, took 2 sessions. Each session covered 2 courses, from vision immersion, where I embodied the vision of the school owner, the school proprietor, and delivered it, handed it over to the teacher, starting from the head teacher, as if I am the man's, and everybody was like, so this is what we are supposed to do. So this is the vision we are running with. This is my role. This is how to see and measure if I am actually aligned to the vision, the core values of the school, in my lesson plan, in my relationship with the children, in my relationship with the parent, and everything. From there, we moved to resource creation, learning resources, instructional material, this and that. From there, we moved to to AI tools for creating resources. From there, we moved to professional ethics in teaching, what we call teaching conduct. And do you know the interesting thing? I did a course during my degree program on professional ethics. And in that course, we did a presentation where everybody was given different industry to create a term paper on. The industry that I was given was engineering. But after doing my own, I went and did the term paper for all the departments, including teachers' professional ethics. And when that opportunity came, I went and pulled that course from philosophy background. I started breaking down teaching conduct. By the time I finished delivering that lecture in that school, I had another invitation in another school to do the same. Now, to cut the long story short, using what I learned in teachers college and what I learned or I'm learning teaching my children, I delivered a project in 1 week that paid me in 7 figures. Now we'll move. Talking about my knowledge in mathematics statistics. When I was in 300 level, I had an opportunity to help a student who is studying risk engineering in University of Texas to do assignments in applied probability, where I will have to use probability theories to solve real problem where you're talking about reliabilities of machines, this and that. I don't want to bother you with mathematical languages. But I didn't feel less like, oh, I'm a 300 level student and this person is doing masters in a university abroad. And I am 300 students in one school in one corner of the East. I delivered on those assignments. And of course, it is not free. So every single course I did in my degree, if I want to turn them to a business today, I will do it. Because when I am listening in class, I am not listening just to pass the exam. Of course, I am very particular about distinction. And in my introduction, I already told you I have first class in mathematics statistics. So I'm very particular about understanding the course. But beyond that, I am always looking for what is the application. Even right now that I'm doing my master's, every of my course, I am applying them in content plug. I am applying them in my mentorship program. I will say, okay, how can I apply categorical data analysis to coaching women now? I'm telling you seriously. It's in my notes, Jota. Even yesterday, I was writing it because I want my seminar to align with what I'm doing. So I've written books from the knowledge of what I learned in school. I've created course. And all the syllables in my School of Business Intelligence, I learned them while doing courses in my degree. That was not what my lecturer was saying, but that was what I was hearing because that was what I wanted to hear. I've already made up my mind on the skills I want to develop. So every course I did, I transformed it into a digital product that can be a book or a course or a coaching program. I turned operation research into a course that I can offer to entrepreneurs. I turned statistical quality control into a course. I turned probability into a course I can teach business owners. That is how I learn. I turned professional ethics, a general course, into an ebook that have been paying me even in dollars. I have used it to run accelerator program, boot camps, and people pay for it. I learned them in school. So now I want you to go back to your degree and find out what you can do with it. I don't mean carrying it to go and look for a job. I mean the skill you developed unconsciously while in the process of that learning. Go back to it. I want us to move. So from that, you will be able to map out a book outline. Ask AI, map out a book outline for me on this topic. What should it be? What is the best title for the book? As I am saying it, it's as simple as that. Just continue the conversation. From there, you can put it together. All right? You can put it together. If everything I'm saying is still not making so much sense, then maybe you need to get my book on From Blank Page to Impact and Income Stream, Editing Beyond Tenses. It's a bundle. I don't want to talk about that because I don't want you to focus on that. But if you need that, you can let me know. So from there, you move to content engine. When I mean content engine, it means you can actually repurpose your idea into multiple things, just like my Maureen, from ebook to coaching program, and we are getting out a course from it and all of that. You can start a podcast. You can use it to do series. It can become a show, and all of that. Then offer stack. What I mean by offer stack is to bundle several things that are related together until it becomes an irresistible offer that solves one problem completely. I hope you are writing. Now,
yes, we are writing.
Beautiful. Then the fifth one, monetization. And it can come from selling that digital product to speaking engagement, to consulting, to partnership, where you can affiliate with other people. All right, this is the one I am doing. Okay. Since you are doing this one, let's collaborate. I don't do everything. Even when I can do them, I have my graphic designer on this call. I don't know if my ad manager is on this call. It's not as if I don't know how to design book cover. But why do everything if I can outsource and, something here, something there, another person is earning and we are growing together. So why try to figure out everything? ISBN for, publishing books. I am a registered agency. I have my dashboard to process the ISBN. The same thing with copyright. But instead of me to come and be taking time to register it and be following up, I would rather pay somebody who is in the office and just get feedback. This is the certificate of the copyright. I forward it to my clients and conserve my energy to do what is my high value task, which is value creation, creating digital products, digital offers, and doing what I am doing now. That's what served me most. All right. So let's move. This is the second to the last part. Now, faith, clarity, and identity shift. Before I go here, I want you to type in the chat room what you have learned so far. If we are not learning again, we will draw the curtain. Okay. So let's have one person on mute and tell us what has stood out for her in the last session or so far. Then that can encourage us to move further because we have taken good time already. We have 2 sessions to go, 2 areas. One person. And I also want to see multiple chat. If I see 3, 4 people drop their learning point in the group, I will continue. I don't like wasting time. It has to be beneficial to you. Yes, the person should go ahead. I don't want to leave my screen. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Ma, for the opportunity. I actually learned a lot from what you have said so far.
Okay.
The part that captured me was the part where you said you can actually monetize every knowledge that you have. Especially the part where you talked about one of the courses you offered in school that you later used to help someone in Texas to do a project, an assignment, and you were paid.
Good.
So actually learned that you can even go back to one of the courses that you have learned and
Good.
try to look out for some things that stood out for you and also share the ideas to people and get something, an income from it. Thank you so much, Ma.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Because when I say operational research, you'll be thinking is big thing. All right? When I say operational research, I'll be thinking is big thing. But when I break it down to how it concerns a businesswoman, you will now see, this thing is simple. All right? If I say multivariate analysis, you'll be seeing it as a complex concept. But what that simply means is that before you take a major decision, you should weigh the different factors that need to be in place for you to make adequate decision. For example, if you want to move to a new apartment, you need to consider your budget. Consider the location of the place you want to move to. Nearness to school, nearness to market, nearness to your church. All right? If that's very important to you. Or you consider the security of the vicinity. When you consider all these factors before you make your decision, that group of factors you considered before you decided, that is multivariate analysis. So now, if you want to launch a product, and I have told you, you have to consider what is the problem, the pain point, who are the people, where can you find them, what can you create to solve that problem? That is multivariate analysis. When you have looked at it from the different angles, all the factors that will work together for you to make a good decision. That is multivariate analysis. That's how I think. So now I can bring mathematics into what I am teaching you. Every single course, like let me say I didn't have content plug at all. For going to school to do mathematics statistics, I can turn, I'm already doing that. Each of those courses, they can become a digital product. And I won't call it what we called it a Masterclass. I will bring it down to business language, how it concerns you on this call. That is what it means to have understanding and conceptualized knowledge. So let us move. Okay? All right. Next, I've already said this. So this is a way of recapping. These are the 3 clarity questions you must answer before you leave this call. Who is the one person you are most equipped to help? Who is the one person? So when I say I am most equipped to help women, that is why I choose women. It's not as if I can't help men. It's not as if I can't help men. But I know that I am most equipped to help women. Because we are on this journey together and it so resonates with my heart. So if you are feeling like, oh, I'm young, I'm still having babies, how can I go back to school? Oh, how can I be developing myself? How can I learn digital skill? Oh, how can I build a business? Oh, I'm also in ministry. I'm a pastor's wife. Everything I have said, I am all of them. My daughter was 2 years, 2 years when I went back to school. And my son was 3 months. The first year doing my degree, I was going to lectures with my son. And all through that program, I'm either pregnant or breastfeeding. And even as I'm talking to you, it's not over. So even in the master's, I'm still at it. My final exam, I wrote it few weeks after delivery. You know? So I know what it means for a woman to be stuck in the routine of wifing and mothering, and even ministry. And then somewhere, one part of you is feeling like this is not the whole of me. There is more to me. I can't just be waking up, doing school runs, washing dishes, cooking, and my years are passing. I think I have something more to give. I want to have a legacy beyond just that I will be a good cook. I cooked for my children, because they are not going to remember you for the best meal. You know? So if you are that woman who have been waiting for perfect time to begin to live for purpose, sister, there's no perfect time. That your purpose have to come along right now, while you are doing what you feel like you are doing now, while you are doing that job, and you know that there is more to you. Sister, all of them should come along. If it is something important to you, I believe I make time for what is important to me. Sometimes it's not convenient. Sometimes you need support system. And please get support system as much as possible. All right? So who is that one person you are most equipped to help? I have described my own for you. Then what is the one transformation you can reliably produce? I can tell you that one. I can reliably produce this result from I don't know what to do to this is it. Someone don't know how to document her knowledge, her decades of knowledge. Then in 2 days, she has written 5 manuscripts. Weeks later, she has launched her first ebook. Now she has a stack of books. Now she's on LinkedIn consulting for schools. Now she's an educational consult. From, I have never written a book before, how can I do it, to launching her first book and, excuse me, please. So sorry. Okay, let me. Why is Coach Adesola calling me? She's supposed to be on this call. Coach Priscilla, please, if you're on this call, go to Unleash Our Mentorship Program platform. Get my Adesola's number and send her a DM. Tell her I'm in class. All
Okay.
right. Please do that immediately so that she won't call me again. Tell her to drop me a DM. I'll reply after the class. So sorry, everyone. It's one of my mentees. All right. So, what is the one transformation you can reliably produce? From this is my first book to selling out 100 copies on launch. Oh, I have never launched a book, to raising 900,000 naira cash on launch, to getting speaking engagement bookings, an NGO, a church, somebody booking 100 copies in advance to use her book as an outreach. But that is the same person who felt like, what is a big deal about being a mom of 4 boys? I'm not the only one who have boys now. Is this idea really so? Is it well enough? But when you begin to see from the light of the problem you can solve, you will not know that your world is waiting for you, and you'll be doing both you and your generation injustice to sit on that gold. She took the bold step. She did it afraid, but she did it. Today, if I had my camera on, I would have shown you copies of her books. She sent to me all the way from Lagos. I received it on Saturday night. All right? So that is one transformation from I don't have a skill to getting clients. I don't know what to create to having stack of offers. That is one transformation I can reliably produce. What is your own? So, Coach Azuka, if somebody who is, I can't remember the person you say you help again now, all right? So let me just use another example. Let's say somebody have low self-esteem and you're a confidence coach like Coach Kate, all right, in my mentorship program, and you want to tell us what is the one transformation you can reliably produce. So if somebody who have low self-esteem work with you, you work with that person for 6 weeks, for instance. Who is the person you are going to produce after 6 weeks? We want to know the difference we will see between the woman or the person who came to you 6 weeks ago and the person we are going to have on the other end. That is the one transformation you can produce. All right? If you don't know it, you can ask AI. This is what I want to do. For me to actually be at my best and satisfy my client, what is the one transformation I need to produce? Let it show you. If it say for you to do this, this is the transformation you need to produce, this, you now say, okay, give me the tools that I will use for me to be able to produce this transformation. It will give you. Or you say, all right, can you give me the strategies and tips, even common mistakes to avoid in order for me to be able to deliver on this transformation? It will give it to you. Carry your book and paper and write it down and run. Nobody have everything figured out. The third question you need to answer is, what would I build if I was not afraid? If you are not afraid of what will happen, what will this person say? What if? If you are not second-guessing yourself, what are you going to do today? What are you going to build? Are you going to build that company? Are you going to build that agency? Are you going to build that book? Are you going to build that course? Are you going to build that coaching program? Are you going to build that online school like Coach Janet now, who is building Poise and Etiquette Academy? And I've already given her a template for her course curriculum. And she will build something standard. that when she is gone, if she build a working system, other people can carry on that school. What can you build if you are not afraid? If you are not second guessing yourself, if you are not thinking you are nobody, if you are not thinking you are not qualified, if you are not thinking you are a victim of life, what is that thing you will build? We are gradually coming to the end of this class, and it's beginning to get sober. But I want you to keep focus as I get you through the last phase, which is where I will give you prompts. You can screenshot it, and I'm going to send it as text. You just copy your own. Oh, I wanted to separate it, but I couldn't separate it before coming to this call. I will drop it probably before I sleep. But you can screenshot it as I begin to share. All right? If that one is yours, you will just use it. And of course, you are going to get the replay. Okay? Good. So, I believe that by now, you already know what to do. So as I recap it, identify your goal. Validate the market. That is who has this problem. Package your expertise. Price it right. So you don't underprice it or overprice it. And there is no wrong or right way. It's absolutely up to you. But you need to know the result you are looking for and your anchor driving force. It will inform some of your decision. I don't make pricing decision for my clients or my mentees. I can only give you suggestion. Like I was telling one of them this morning, if you want to sell this thing for this holiday and you are selling it as a digital product, it doesn't have to be, too far from so amount. I don't want to say that amount, so that parent can easily part with it without overthinking it. Yesterday I bought something, and honestly, it's not that like I need that thing. It was chat, 30 chat, educational chat. I don't need the chat. My own chat folder is over 60. I'm an educational consultant. All right. But I saw what the lady did. So clean, so fine. And when I followed the link to seller, how much was it? 1K. I said, oh my God, what is 1,000 naira? I just bought it. All the chart of ABC, 1 to 1,000, 1 to 100, sound. All of them, I'm looking at them on my wall here. But for the fact that somebody diligently packaged this thing and it was a clean design and it is not out of the moon. Please let me add that 1,000 to her sale. Even if it was 2,000, I would have still bought it, So that is that about that. Build your platform. Build your platform. Launch publicly. You can, after, as a matter of fact, you cannot launch something without telling somebody. Then how is it a launch? All right. So you launch by telling somebody about it. It can be privately. Okay. Yes. Let me use privately because Unleash Her Mentorship Program, this is the first time I'm making it open. And everybody on this call, few people that are on this call that are in that program will tell you, I didn't post it on Facebook. I didn't post it on LinkedIn. I didn't post it even in my WhatsApp group. I only invited them personally in their DM because I didn't want to make it public. But I launched it privately and brought them together in a wait list because I have the kind of people I am looking for. That is why I was very selective about this ad. This is the first time I'm running ad, and I'm going to talk about Unleash Her Mentorship Program. This is the first time. Because honestly, it's not for everybody. And I don't want to exert my heart, my energy, my passion into something or a group of people who are not ready to birth. Like I told you, it's for people who are ready to deliver. It's not like you are planning to conceive. You have made up your mind and you are ready to deliver on purpose. That is, you are the one I'm talking to. If it is not you, maybe some other time, there may be something else I'm doing you will opt in for. All right? So, and then scale with system. Keep improving it. Keep looking out for how possible can I make this thing in order to reduce the rope of the workflow. Just like I told you, instead of me to do everything and be taking longer time, I'll outsource. Okay, Master Maris, you do the book cover design. All right. You run the ad. You process the ISBN. You process the copyright. Okay. You listen to this client story and transcribe it. While I focus my time on actually developing the actual book. You know, when I finish structural editing, content editing, copy editing, line editing, when it gets to comma and full stop, I hand it over to my team, people who are trained that can deliver flawless, documents. I have done the major thing. So you look out for how you can scale as much as it depends on you, so that you can deliver on your transformation or your processes faster. Okay? So now, these are the categories where we are ending the class. Category number 1. I got all these categories from the Google form you filled for those who filled the form. Category number 1 is, I don't know what to monetize. Screenshot this prompt. And I'm going to send it as text too. Copy it, and you tell ChatGPT, Cloud, or Google Gemini, I have worked in, or I have lived through, you describe the field or the role or the experience. For, you say the number of years. List 10 problems people in this situation commonly struggle with. Then for each one of the problem, tell me what specific knowledge or skill of mine can solve it. So you need to add your skills or just put your CV, upload a CV there. All right? Rank them by how uniquely qualified I am to teach or solve each of the problem. By the time you have 10 problems, 10 angles, of how you can solve it, you will choose your best 2 or 3. From the best 3, you will choose your number 1 that will be your first digital product to launch. That is, if you don't know what to monetize, I have given you solution. Number 2, category number 2. Some people said, oh, why is my slide going back? Okay, category number 2 is, I don't know where to start. And that is the highest percentage I got. So if you don't know where to start, all right, copy this prompt, screenshot it. Say to any of the AI tools I have mentioned, I don't want to keep repeating them, I want to turn my knowledge in, you mentioned the topic, the area, the expertise, into one small paid offer, or if you like, say premium offer, coaching program, online course, ebook, whatever you choose. Within the next 30 days, break this into 4-week plan with one clear task per week. If you like, you can even say per day. Starting from 0, assuming I have no audience, I have no product, I have never had a brand before. Something that will take me between 3 to 5 hours a week to work on. You have 7 times 24 hours in 1 week. Is 3 or 5 hours too much to use and build another source of income? Definitely it shouldn't be. So if you don't know where to start, this is your expo. Screenshot it. Number 3, category 3 said, I don't know how to set up or use AI tools. This prompt is for you. And I'm going to share more prompts. I've already bundled them. I have a bundle of prompts, all right, in the resource vault in Unleash Our Mentorship program. Okay, so tell AI, I want to sell a digital product. You can specify whether it's ebook or template or mini course or coaching program, just name it. You want to sell it online, but you have never used any tech tools. All right, explain in the simplest possible steps how to set up using Seller, Nestle Store, WhatsApp catalog. You can name other platforms, as if I am doing it for the very first time. List exactly what I need to click and in what order. My sisters, I'm telling you, if you put this prompt, you will get step by step on how to use that particular AI tools. Another option is go to YouTube. Somebody was just asking me, one of my mentees was just asking me this evening, Oh, I tried using Guru Road and this. The other one need me to pay $9. Oh, how about seller? I said, you seller and do it. It's okay. I said, just type on YouTube right now. How can I create seller account? Type seller.com on your Chrome, or you go to our resource vault on Unleash Our Mentorship Program platform. I have one Google Drive dedicated to it, where you see worksheets, templates, checklists, workbooks, anything you are looking for in the sphere of what we are doing. You just need to settle down. You go and you see them name by name, and you will see what you need. One of us was asking this evening, oh, I just wrote another book and I want to quickly edit it because I want to use it as one of my offer stack for this holiday. I said, go to the resource vault, open the guide area, you will see editing guide templates. Because I am not agreeing that I'm going to be editing for you when you come to my mentorship program. Editing and ghostwriting is a different service. So it takes a lot of time. And I have provided you in that coaching program how to do it yourself. If you come back and you want me to edit your book, all right. So I am very interested in teaching you how to do it so that on the long term, you can actually be on your own. All right. So category number 4, I don't think people will pay for what I know. It's not true. Just know it's a lie you have been telling yourself. Be done with it tonight. And this is what you will say. Copy this prompt or screenshot it. Here is what I know how to do. Describe it to the best of your knowledge, okay? In that space. Give me 5 examples of ways people already pay for exactly this kind of knowledge elsewhere. It could be in courses, books, consultants, and all of that, even if the price seems small. Then help me write one sentence that proves the value of what I have to offer. All right? If you use this prompt, AI will help me to convince you that thousands and millions of people are searching online every day for the solution to the problem you have answer to, but you have convinced yourself that nobody will pay for it. Number 5. Category number 5 told me in the form that I don't have time to build a personal brand alongside my job or responsibility. No problem. So take this prompt. Tell AI, I have 30 to 45 minutes a day and a full-time job. My home responsibilities, ministry responsibilities, just name them, okay? Design a minimum viable content and a brand building plan for, you name the topic or the area or the niche or the industry you want to build on. That takes not more than 3 hours total per week. And tell me which single platform to focus on first. Because I cannot tell you to go and be in every platform. Me that is talking to you, I'm not in every platform. I don't have TikTok accounts. I am not on Twitter. There's nothing wrong with them. But I know where the people I'm looking for are. And I'm not ready to scatter my energy. All right? So if you are starting out, please don't start by being in 5 social media platforms. You will not be able to build anything tangible. Even the people you see that are social media influencers, they didn't build everything at once. That is by the way. So, category number 6. I have tried before, but it didn't work. Oh, you are not alone. There are other people that have tried before and it didn't work. Take this prompt. Tell AI, I have tried to build this. You say what you wanted to do before and it didn't work. Here is what happened. You may not know everything that happened, but if you are an intentional person, you should have reflected, even if it's for 1 minute, what could have been the cause? Could it be I didn't, describe what you think or perceive could have made it not to work? All right? And now tell it to diagnose the 3 most likely reasons this didn't work. Tell AI to be honest with you. It shouldn't comfort you or try to beat around the bush. It should tell you the practical truth and tell you exactly what to do differently. Let me give you a very practical example. I have been going back and forth about launching Unleash Our Mentorship Program because of the work that goes into it. So I now wanted to take shortcut. So I designed it to be a membership, monthly subscription membership community. But when I started analyzing that offer, and I used, there's another prompt that is more complex. I'm not bringing it here because, this one, if I bring it now, it will be looking very complex. All right. But when you come to Unleash Your Mentorship Program, I will stretch you. So when I brought that prompt and I kept it side by side with my offer, it pointed me to the black and white truth about what I was trying to do. And if I do it this way, yes, I am a copywriter now. It's so interesting. People will sign up, but I won't be able to give them the transformation that they are expecting or their desire because of this. For me to be able to deliver, I have to bring it down to this. Stop trying to accommodate everybody and narrow it down to this specific kind of woman. That is why when I launched it, I didn't put it public. I went straight to those kind of women in their DM and told them, this is what I'm about to do. If this interests you, join my wait list. So honestly, with no pride, it is a privilege that you are listening to me saying this on a more like a public platform tonight. It is the first time. All right. So why did it not work? I found out why it will not work if I went the way I wanted to go. And by the time I confronted myself with the truth, I had to face the work involved and launched a proper offer. And in a few days, the women who needed to jump on that offer were right in. Not as if they kept, careless money or money they are not using, but they saw something that suits their need at the time. And they didn't need to go to the mountain to pray about it. All right? So analyze it. Having said that, we come to the very end of this class. And I want to see your fire emoji, your clapping emoji. If it wasn't a waste of time, just give it up, give it up, give it up. I want to see it in the WhatsApp group. I want to see it in the, Google Meet here. So what are you going to do with everything you have learned tonight? I believe without any doubt that you have a roadmap to take your first step. Please, if I am not alone, can I see fire emoji on the WhatsApp? Let me come to Google Meet. I have been covering my face with my slide. Splendid. All right. Let me see your reaction here. Yeah, the clapping. Give me my flowers. It's well deserved. All right. So, what is the way forward? Thank you very much, Jane. Thank you, everyone. Honestly, I am glad, and my satisfaction for this class is the feedbacks. And I want you to begin to drop it on the platform right away. What did you learn? What stood out for you? Many people didn't come for this class. And what stood out for you, your learning point is going to encourage them to go for this replay. And I'll be uploading it as soon as I get it in my Google, my email, and that will be tomorrow morning. All right? So what is the way forward for you? Any path you choose tonight, what is important to me is that you take action. You can agree with me that this is not a generic sales pitch. I came here to teach you, and you can confirm that I taught you. And what I have taught you with every practical example I've given you is good enough to help you take your first step. All right? But I just don't want you to take first step. I want you to take another step. Take your first 10 steps. Become consistent and build something that will last. And most often than not, it's not something you do alone. Community, accountability, mentorship, guide. So what will take you hours or years or even months, somebody who is a step ahead can tell you this is how to do it, and you work faster. I will, of course, share my next store link. You can go and buy a book or two, but I just don't want you to buy a book, because I know some people on this call that have bought my book that have not finished reading it. I know people who bought it and actually read it and implemented it. But most time, just buying the book is not enough. But if you feel like it's just like 10K I can part with, let me know. Let me know what you want to do. I will give you the best of my books that will help you in that area. I don't want to start listing my books. I have 20 published books now, but this is what I will advise. You can go for the 30-day brand you, where I will walk you through from your brand unique, your brand clarity to brand positioning, personalized ideas for your product, your services, how to go about the tech setup if you feel like I don't even know where to start. Like somebody was asking me creating WhatsApp group. That is this, the basis of it. But that thing I know, you may not know. And that doesn't mean there's something, you don't know something. It simply means that we have different knowledge base. All right? So from your first piece of content to how to build authority and how you can actually get a product or your service offer out within the next 30 days, you have launched your content-based business. And then if you want a longer time, a lot of things can take up our time. Before you know it, you feel like 1 month have passed and I didn't achieve all I wanted. You can go for 3 months. You can go for 3 months. And you see, I was doing this thing and pinching myself. What was in that 3 months before? This evening was 200K. I went and changed it. And I can change it any moment. If you want a longer time for me to hold you by hand, from defining your offer to your audience to your income system, all right? And you are not doing it alone. This is best fit. And the interesting part is that you can move from the 30-day brand you to the 3 months. So maybe you can say, okay, I don't have 130K this night, but I can commit with 50K, but it's not 30 days I want to do, Jenny. I want to do 3 months. So, but just to show you that I am serious so that I can secure my slot, I will not take more than 25 people. Even the 25, I'm still thinking about it. Because in the first week, I am going to call everyone one after the other. I don't do hit and run thing. I'm going to call you one after the other. The clarity call is one by one to know what exactly you want to do. And so that I'll be able to give you personalized roadmap to achieving your unique goal. So I cannot come and say I'm doing for 50 people or I'm enrolling 100 people in a cohort. How many pieces do you want to put me? So now, right now like this, I'm reconsidering that 20, 25. All right? So it is for only few people, very few, that we can handle so that we can deliver. My satisfaction is not in the financial goal. I have financial goal. I'm a mathematician now. But what gives me utmost satisfaction is not that you sent me your money. Even while on this call, my OP business said you received the payment and it is a mentorship payment. All right? That is not my satisfaction. It is 3 months later or 1 month after now. You can say like Mr. Denike, or you can say like Coach Janet, or you can say like Coach IJ, or like Priscilla. Just the people I'm mentioning are real people, and some of them are on this call. You can say, this is what I was struggling with. This is where I were. And this is where I am now. That is when I can take a deep breath and actually use that your money and take myself out for lunch. That is when I can say I have done the work. All right? And then if you feel like you don't have the time for me to be policing you, you want to be my VIP client. It's your money. You want me to write the book for you. You want me to, design the coaching program. I do that. I will give you the manual, design the manual for you, design the PowerPoint presentation for you, just the way I have done this one. Everything done for you. Create the necessary store. List every offer. Give you login. If you want VIP done for you, send me a DM. All right? But whatever happens, take one of these options. Don't say later again. So that you can have one of these testimonies. All these things are chats. I just had to make it to come out beautiful. My Mary said, you never know you are carrying wealth all around you until you meet with clarity. And she vowed that she refused to settle for less. That was after her call session, first week of this month. Makachi said, I feel like 20 years in one. If you understand what it means, just knowing you in person have opened my eyes. Understanding, capacity, inspiration, ability, and productivity. Makachi, we did 5 books in 3 months. How about Coach Cynthia? From the time I forwarded my manuscript to you, you brought out the things in my mind I didn't know how to put down. Thank you for your professionalism mixed with empathy. That is the kind of thing I want to hear from you in 1 month time or in 3 months time. Mrs. Adenika, I've already mentioned her before. That is the ad most of you saw. Clarity. And she engineered an empire in 2 days. Now she's confidently doing her educational consultancy with stack of offers she created in 2 days. When you know what to do, when you know the right prompt to plug in, you will see that artificial intelligence will take your idea from your brain and speak in your voice. All right? Ma Desola, after one of our classes, he said, Coach Jenny's honest conversation pushed me into accepting the reality of my positioning. I am deeply grateful. Ma Rosemary, I think she's on this call. All right? She said, that session truly gave me more clarity. Thank you for helping me see even greater possibilities in my vision. That is what I want to hear from you. And the ball is in your court tonight. But maybe you still don't understand what I'm offering you. People who are in my community, they know that my 1 hour call session is 50,000 naira. That is my 1 hour call session. The other day I was having a call session with a woman. At some point, the husband collected the phone to thank me for how I simplified the guiding his wife. And what I was telling her on call is inside one of my book, Editing Beyond Tenses. But now she wanted fast track. I don't want to go and start reading the book. Just put me on call and tell me what to do. 50K. And it is what I will charge in 1 hour is what I'm telling you to come into my mentorship for 1 month. I'm honest with you. If it is not passion, I won't price it that amount. If I price it what it is worth, you won't be able to get in. And if I don't help you achieve your purpose, your goal, as God has given me the grace, what is the use of the ability? What is the use of the knowledge? What is the use of the skill? Then you're going to have done for you lead magnets or webinar, depending on what will be your lead magnet. And for us to determine that, you have to have your clarity session for me to know what is the suitable lead magnet for your offer. Then you have access to my resource vault, over 50 resources. Many of the things you need, they're already there, grouped folder by folder. You just go and search this. You take the template, you come and plug it, and you will just get your answer. Because I want to train you to do it yourself. Then that is if you are coming on for the 1 month. All right, you have access to Inner Circle Life Masterclasses of those who are in the ongoing Unleasher Mentorship Program, the first cohort. I'm giving it my best. I'm giving it my best. And God knows I'm giving it my best. All right, you're going to have access to our masterclass for 1 month. And if you are coming in for 3 months, you have access to the masterclass for 3 months. Then coaching, group coaching, and accountability. All of these things, if it is for me to take it one by one when I'm offering it differently, everything is worth 430,000 naira. And I'm not pulling your legs. That is what I charge. And people pay for it. And I deliver on them. And I can give you document of testimonials from different angles. So it depends on what you do with it tonight. And for those that are on this call, if you want to come into that coaching program and you can pull out 50K right on this call, I will give you opportunity to pay it 2 times. I have overstretched it. So we draw the curtain in this place. You can use the account number on the screen. I didn't get the time to list it on Nestle store as I wanted, but you can just screenshot it. Before I will come and talk about it, it will be by morning, and people who are ready to take action must have signed up. And once the number of people I can take for the cohort is over, I won't be able to take more, so that we can deliver on our promise. So just screenshot the slide you are seeing now by yourself. It is till tomorrow morning before I will post on the platform, list it on Nesthuge. I have not done that, and I'm not ready to do that now. I need to attend to my baby and rest. So if you are waiting till morning, the slot may have finished. All right. So having said this, I'll be giving opportunity for 3 people to ask question, and we will end the class. Go ahead.
Good evening once again. I don't know,
Yes,
can you
ma'am.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Honestly, Coach Jenny, I want to appreciate you. You sound so young, but with so much fire. I wish I can speak like you, honestly. I love your courage. I love your resilience. I love everything about you. And I just want you to don't ever dilute what God has given you, because you are too packed, you are too full to be diluted. I'm saying
Thank
this
you,
from
ma.
the bottom of my heart. I don't know you before.
Thank you, ma.
I,
I'm
God is
encouraged.
my witness. I don't know you before, but you have really touched me this night. Honestly.
Thank you, ma.
Having
I'm so
said that,
encouraged.
please, I didn't quite get the packages. Maybe if you can, if your admin is available, to drop it on the platform, so that, like the mentorship program, I didn't get it. I know you gave 3 different options, but
Okay.
yeah, I
Okay.
didn't really get it well.
Okay. Look at it. You can screenshot this now. It's either
Okay.
30 days, all right, 1 month, or 3 months, or you want me to do it for you.
Okay.
That one, there's no price there. I will have to know what you want to do, because it's a premium, this thing. We have a lot to cover. So it's either you opt in for 1 month, 50,000 naira, or you go for 3 months, 130K.
Okay.
And
The community you kept mentioning, is it part of it?
yes, you will be in that community.
Okay. That's what I want to clarify. Okay.
Yes. You can also
Because
screenshot this.
me
Yes.
in particular, I really need I really need a place of accountability because age. Most times our age goes a long way. It affects us. So, but
Mm.
when you see people like this, you know, it will move you. It will make you know that yes, age is just but a number. So I
Yeah.
really need that place so that it can keep motivating me so I can be able to do more. Thank you very much. I don't want to take other people's time, but
It's all right.
thank you, and God bless you. What you gave us
Amen.
this night is what I have paid money to get, and I didn't get it like this. So you should understand where I'm coming from.
I
I paid
understand.
money to get this knowledge, but I didn't get it in depth like this. And you gave them to me this night for free. So all I can say is God bless you and keep prospering you. Bless
Amen.
your family, bless your husband that has given you this opportunity, that have
Amen.
supported you to do this work, because God
Honestly,
is having a supporting husband
it
is one
is.
prayer every woman should make.
Honestly.
So, thank you
Thank
and
you
God
very
bless.
much. Amen. Thank you very much, ma. Ah, my stomach is full. I don't
Okay.
even need dinner. All right, please, ma, you can mute another person.
Okay, Cousin, well done. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
yes, ma.
Thank you so much. God bless you. You
Amen.
know, I've not started by hearing you this night. I've started, but I pray that God will help me.
Amen.
Well done, and more grace.
Amen.
You have impacted in us tonight. So my question is, can somebody call you one on one? Can somebody speak on you?
Yes. Why not?
Okay.
Mm. I
Thank
will just send me a DM. Okay, everybody on this call, see, if you attended this class live like this, I think I saw up to 18 people at some point. Please send me a DM. All right. If you attended this
Okay.
class, please send me a DM.
Okay.
I have something special for you. If you're already in my mentorship program, don't send me a DM. All right. So let's
It's okay.
take the last.
Thank you.
Let's take the last person. Yes.
Okay, Coach
Last feedback.
Jenny. Good evening once again. Honestly,
You're welcome.
honestly, you're an answered prayer. Why I say so
You're welcome.
is from the beginning of the year, I've been contemplating and taking the decision to take up another mentorship um, program, but then I got scared of who to follow, who to listen to, who do I pay to, and the year has almost gone half. And when I bumped into your ad on Facebook, like I said earlier, the brand color was catchy, and then I just
Yeah, I saw that comment
yeah
in the form.
yes I'm the one. It was catchy, and then I don't just know what happened to me, and I started and I clicked on the link. In fact, it took me to WhatsApp before I went back again to. I was waiting for a response. I didn't get it, so I had to go back to click again before I was taken to the Google form. Thank you so much for
Mm,
what you do. You know what the worst that can happen to a person is when you know you have potentials and then it's locked up in the inside of you, and then you keep acquiring knowledge, you keep learning, and then you're not giving out, you're stuck. You
mm,
know, it's this challenge where sometimes you hear someone is pregnant for 12 months, 13 months, 2 years. That is it.
mm.
I really have. Before my first child is 11 years, and before then, I've
Okay.
taken up a leadership course in 2014. Afterwards, I've taken up other ones, and yet I'm not able to give out something. Maybe my location, I don't know. Of course, environment really matters. and location as well. And this fear, like I also pointed out, fear of who to speak to. Are they willing to hear? Will they hear me? Will I really give them what? Or I think I see mediocrity in them. They don't really understand. But I'm here in the same location with them, but I'm also global. When I mean global, like I can reach out to, because of social media, because of tech. I can listen to someone outside the country, someone around me, and then you have really done a great work and you're still doing it.
Thank you, ma.
I am boxed up. I am shadow boxed. For real.
Thank you,
No,
ma.
I have a lot locked in. So I need a push. I
Please
really need a
come on
push.
board.
And yes,
Please come on
God
board.
will
How
help me.
many
I'm
people are
coming.
coming on board? Can I see? Can I take a count so that I will know what is
I
left?
am.
One.
I'm first.
Okay, one. When it is 25 or 15, we will stop. Oh. I saw two persons. Two. All right. Is it 1 month or 3 months?
Hopefully three
Let's take a
months
count.
because
I don't want.
hopefully 3 months.
Okay. Okay. I saw Manayo. 3 people. Okay. Let's have it. Okay. I've counted 3. Where is Coach Azuka? Aha, that's the hand I'm waiting for. For all right. Wait again. Let's take the count. All right. I need it, but okay. You can come in. You can come in. Send me a DM. Let's work out something. Somebody says she wanted, but she's not financially buoyant. Send me a DM. Let's work out a plan. All right. So thank you very much. I don't want this thing to go beyond this. I don't want to post account number on that platform now, because people who are on this call don't even know what we are talking about. Once they see account number now, they will not even know what we are talking about. Some of them will not even go to watch the replay, and some even, okay, my phone number. Let me say hello there. So if you want to register, send me a DM now. I don't want to drop account number there until I have listed the offer and describe what I am talking about. All right. So that someone will not make decision without knowing what she is opting in for. All right. So having said that, thank you once again for joining this class. It's my pleasure. I'm so happy that we held this class. And that thing that seemed like a disadvantage has turned out to be an advantage. I'm happy that we had this call live like this, very engaging on the platform like this. So once again, thank you for joining this class. I'm stopping the recording now, and I'm going to share it as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.